We've got the quads.
Oh, yeah,
We're starting into the quads. We've got some quads on the start. I think there's a quads race on the course there.
There is
just
a quads
at the
race
bottom of the
on
Temple
the course.
Island.
I think our cameraman needs a bit of a nudge. Yes, there it is. Camera 2 at Temple has managed to pick up the fact that we have got a quadruple sculls race, is it? Yes?
Yes, it's Grosvenor on the left-hand side and one of the many Reading University quads on the right-hand side. And this is the C Reading University quad over on the far side. And as I looked at them, I caught them in a glimpse of my eye. I thought it was the Grosvenor Chester composite that seemed to be marginally in front as they came off the island. But this is,
the Grosvenor Rowing Club Chester Composite 8 looked very, very tidy earlier on in the day. I don't know whether you were out on the water when that was racing, but they look really, really good. So whatever's going on in that part of England, it's good stuff.
It is. They used to be big rivals, Grosvenor and Chester. But it's nice that they seem to be pooling a bit more resources and working together. It's always nice when clubs start doing that, just to get the best for their athletes and the best racing for their athletes. But yes, I did spot the Grosvenor Chester 8 earlier, and I thought they were looking very neat and tidy. This quad is also looking very neat and tidy, just pulling themselves in front of that C Reading University quad. As I said, 4 went through earlier. No, I don't think I saw the results. There were 4 in the time trials. Whether 4 went through, I can't quite remember.
Do you know, that was almost like a week ago. It was only this morning, wasn't it? We are at around about 4:30. We've just about got an hour's racing left here at Henley Women's Regatta on the Friday. We're watching this race develop, and I have to say we've been really lucky with the weather. These images are fantastic. We know there's plenty of people tuned in and watching the streaming. The crowds down here are excellent. We've got an awful lot of people on the bank. Up at Remenham Club, fantastic, the enclosure, and here we see the composite. And they look very, very good indeed, don't they? There's a few crews that you'd quite fancy to go home with a bit of silverware, and this could be one of them.
Indeed it could, and interestingly enough, you said there are a lot of people watching it streaming. I was walking down from the start, and there were people on the bank up there, out of commentary range, but watching it on their phones, watching the start of the race go past and then following it on their phones all the way down. What a wonderful way of watching racing. You don't miss a thing.
It's a wondrous miracle.
Isn't it?
When I was a boy, you'd never have dreamt you could do that. You know?
When you were a lad.
When I was listening on the wireless, no, that's it.
But this is a good race there, and it still looks as though it's Grosvenor leading.
Yeah, we've got another heat now of the senior quads just started. This is Reading University A, as you rightly say, another Reading Uni crew. They're on the Berkshire station, which is nearest to us, nearest to the camera. And on the far side, it is Reading University Boat Club A against a Durham University Lightweight Boat Club and
is it not Dublin University Ladies Boat Club, and it is Loyola Marymount University USA Composite.
Wow. And what is the
Loyola Marymount University from the United States of America.
Fantastic.
It's a fantastic composite. But this Reading University, I think, won twice at the Met last week.
Yeah, I saw some reference to that.
So
and
very well schooled.
They look together, don't they?
And Reading University are into sculling big style these days. They don't do swoop at all. It's all sculling. And boy, that's a class looking quad, isn't it?
They do look good, tidy together. Moving down now past what was the old one. You can see crews at the front of the shot there just crossing from the boating area. They wait until there's a gap and then they go across the course, and they're now heading through, and they've gone past us, so they're heading now towards sort of a third of the way down the course. looking very, very strong indeed.
Oh, it's a lovely performance from that Reading University quad, and I'm sure the crews that were waiting to pass over the river there were sitting and just watching, because sometimes it's just nice to sit and watch other crews racing. And that is a very nice Reading University crew leading Dublin University Ladies Boat Club, Loyola Marymount University of the States. Lovely performance. Look at that. Just the timing is lovely. So nice. So nice to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder how long that composite's been together, don't you? Because
I wonder if it was an ex
Dublin lass who's
gone
come back.
to the States. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
good fun.
Well, I'll let you go and research that when
Thank you very much,
when
Martin.
when you're out and about the high spots of Henley later. Right. Next up,
It's just gone off the start. In
It
fact,
has.
we just scrolled up
this
to
is
it.
race number
57.
50. Yes, it is. It's
Nottingham on the left-hand side and Oxford Brooks on the right-hand side. And it looks as though it's Nottingham off to a really good start there. Hard to get the
What
angle.
we've seen actually off the top of the island is sometimes these crews just veer across. Could
Like
be a bit
that.
of wash.
Like that.
Well, they.
There's been quite a few. Oh,
Oh my goodness!
Oh.
And they're going right close to those booms there. Oh my giddy
goodness.
aunt! Look at that! Bang, bang, bang! No, they got away with it. So the crew on the station
Oxford Brooks.
furthest away from us, Oxford Brooks, had a very, very close. Oh, that was the camera lady. How nice to see her. You can see how close they are to those booms. Wow.
As when you're right in a boat rowing along, those booms are so scary.
Yeah.
You can cause so much damage. Seen
Your
so
mother
many
always
kills.
warned you about flirting with the boys, didn't she?
Yeah,
Eh?
absolutely.
And you know what happens? You can
get hurt.
Come to a sticky end, yeah. And
Indeed.
look, oh my goodness, they're. Yeah, well,
That is-
I'm surprised actually. I thought Brooks would have. Brooks would have given these a bit more of a race.
This is
However,
Edinburgh University, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's Edinburgh University colours. We've been talking
Yeah.
about the wrong race.
yeah, no, it's Falcon.
Is it?
That's not Brooks. Yeah, that's Falcon. Yeah. I think there's two races on the course. We're now looking at Temple. That is Oxford Brooks.
But that looked like Edinburgh University as it went past, because
Well-
it looked like a university. We might have lost a. Here. Oh, here we go. Look, that is Edinburgh University, I'm sure, isn't it?
Yeah,
black
that's their
blades with
blades.
the
That's
blue
so.
chevron. So that's
Yeah.
Edinburgh University, which
Right.
is
So
race 1756.
That's right, because we jumped ahead. Well, you jumped ahead. To be
Sorry, I
fair.
jumped.
Edinburgh University. Could you not tell they were Scottish?
I can now.
Look, we
Yeah,
we
it's
are being.
obvious.
The graphics tell us all that it's Edinburgh University against Falcon.
We do apologise. Well, I apologise. I am
That is a
wrong.
very tall girl in that Edinburgh boat.
There's a lot of tall ladies around.
There are an awful lot of ladies about. It's fantastic. We were just saying earlier. I know you. I wouldn't say resurgence, but you've had a lot of really good juniors coming through up in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
A lot of girls have picked up rowing. I mean, round here it's unbelievable.
Well, interestingly enough, I was at the Scottish Championships last weekend, and we had some VIPs came round, and one was head of sports in, I think, North Lanarkshire or the Glasgow area, and he came round to just look at rowing and look at the sport, and he was astounded how many women or young girls were rowing, because
think
it
I
must be
read-
the only sport where more women, the mix of the sexes is probably 50-50. Whereas most sports, women.
Well, I
don't
tell you,
pick up.
it's not here. Do you know how many men's toilets there are? One. Do you know how many women's?
No, there's two now. There's
27.
Quite right.
That's not
Absolutely
equality.
quite right.
Can
That
you
is-
imagine if Henley Royal did that?
I wish they would.
Well, I just had one ladies' toilet.
No,
Stop it.
there's just
Stop
so
it.
many.
Right. We got the start of the next race here. And you can see the State Boat boys. I don't know if we've seen these images in detail before, but you've got the State Boat boys lying there on their tummies, holding the boats straight. There will be a countdown to when the start is about to take place. The umpire will do a roll call where he'll announce the two crews. He'll ask them if they're straight and ready. They will indicate that they are, and then he will drop his red flag, and away they go. Nottingham Rowing Club on the near side, and Oxford Brookes on the far side. Senior quadruple sculls. So this should be quite a tasty start, I would imagine.
Oh, I'm living in hope. It's always good to be up at the start. The quality of these pictures is fantastic. I love the pictures from the drone.
Oh, and here we go. Nottingham winding it up, sending out some big puddles. And they crack that rate up. So sort of halfway down the island, Brookes possibly have Nottingham, do they? Difficult to tell from that angle.
For me, I think it's maybe Nottingham just slightly ahead.
I go for Brookes, so there we are.
Good.
We don't agree.
That's the fun and excitement.
As the sign in the shop window said, if I agreed with you, Carol, we'd both be wrong.
Indeed.
Beautiful view, that, isn't it?
Isn't
You
it?
never tire of seeing that. Stan's arrived back with his pacemaker going off there.
And days like this, where the sun's shining off the Temple Island, and the Temple just looking beautiful there, and crews racing towards you.
Absolutely gorgeous. So, Nottingham.
Hard to get the
You can
parallax
see,
there.
so here's
here-
the view now of Temple Island.
No, I could be wrong. I think.
Sorry, what was that?
I think I might
sorry.
have been wrong. I think maybe you were right about Brookes, but there's very little in it.
I'll make a note of the time that you told me you might be
Oh,
wrong.
I could be
Having
right, though.
said that, you could be right. I'll tell you what, it's close,
It's very close.
which is
Another
great.
Close
We
race.
love close racing.
And it's Nottingham.
And it's Nottingham, but not by much.
No, it's still a good race though.
Yeah, a very good race indeed. Yeah, I do like the quads. I like eights, but I like
You've
quads
got
as well.
two good quads racing side by side. Just beautiful to watch.
There's different styles as well, isn't there? I mean, the way that they control the blade and how they get the catch. Stan was saying earlier now how some of them manage to pick up the stroke and some look like they're bashing it.
Yeah.
Some seem very low. You know, the Danes seem to have a style that is very low and very crouched. But wow, they can shift. Here we go.
Here we go. Good view. Don't necessarily associate, and to my mind, Oxford Brookes with quad sculls. Oxford Brookes are.
I saw a video they made from their training camp where they had 16 eights out
Good
on the water.
grief.
16 eights. Their
Wow.
coach was showing it me. I think they had at least 4 women's eights. But wow, that's impressive, isn't it?
They had quite a lot of eights down at the British Universities Championships. I think they had quite a few women's eights as well, which is not something you normally associate with Brookes. You often think of them as a male-dominated club, but they are certainly do. This is a good race.
This is a good
This
race.
is going to come close to us. I think it's still Nottingham.
I think
Maybe
Nottingham.
a
Yeah.
canvas.
I think probably half a length.
We'll see. Get the side. Oh yes, maybe it is a half a length.
See?
Get the
See?
side view.
That's because I was listening to the commentary at the time, wasn't me? I'm being clever.
I
Half a length. Yeah, so that's half a
Good
length.
race
And a very,
there.
very good race. So Nottingham still under pressure though. Now, have Brookes got anything in the tank? Can they just squeeze a little bit out of every stroke?
But as you were saying earlier, often in races, the race is decided by halfway mark and it doesn't change. Today we've seen lots of races change after the halfway
We
mark.
have.
Where there's been a crew leading,
Yeah.
and then the other crew, who's just been trailing it slightly,
Yeah.
have got must have humongous finishes.
Now, if you look here, and you look at the two boats, and if you were to look at them in isolation, you would say that the crew in red, Oxford Brookes, look to be knocking it along. a wee bit more efficiently than the crew in blue.
Well, yes, I thought that earlier, and I couldn't understand why the crew in blue,
We're
in
winning.
that case, were ahead.
And now they're not. They're level. Look at that. What a race.
See?
Yeah, we wrote the script here.
That's great, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, it's worth having this streaming. If you want the results, by the way, you go to hwr.org.uk on the Tinternet and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We hope you're enjoying the commentary. Last race today is 5:30. Racing tomorrow, the time trial starts at 8:45. The first side-by-side race proper is at 10:30. And this is getting very, very close indeed. We have Oxford Brooks, who trailed by at least half a length.
I think. Do you think
towards
Nottingham have got something to come back
I
with?
don't know. I think probably Brooks are going to get about 3/4 length now. Yeah,
that looks
that's
like
it.
it.
And
Yep.
that's the line. Well sculled.
What
Oxford Brooks
What a race!
girls.
What a race tactic!
Well done them at the finish. We enjoyed that. 8